Uruguay's Federation of Industrial Unions mobilized on Tuesday against privatization and also in favor of better pay and conditions. We have more in the following report by our correspondent Mateo Grille.
By the cold and grey morning, hundreds of workers from industrial unions of Uruguay gathered outside the city hall of Montevideo to begin a demonstration that, among other things, focused on the defense of labor rights and jobs in light of a new round of wage negotiations. In the context of the defense of labor, of employment, of the need of greater public investment, of greater investment in national industry, obviously rejecting this process of cuts that has taken place, and the downsizing of the state. In defense of wages, because in Uruguay, a loss of earnings has been imposed on public and private sector workers as part of the 8th round, and now a 9th round of wage negotiations is being proposed, which also imposes a fall in earnings for workers. The different industry sector unions held a work stoppage for half a day to denounce employers' intentions of further wage cuts and corporate restructuring. This is what the workers of the multinational dairy company Lactalis had to say. The situation that today arises at the company level is to introduce the idea that there is a crisis in the industry, even though we say that there is no crisis. For this reason, they use these excuses to close plants and send people into unemployment, and also the massive restructuring that they are carrying out. In response to government and company proposals to cut wages and working conditions, workers stressed that they had different strategy. We follow another line, another strategy to promote an in-depth integration of Latin America, to promote productive complementarity, to diversify the country's productive model, to develop quality, intense labor relations in terms of rights and wages, to increase national production through the public procurement system with high-quality products, let's say, with a concept of competitiveness that is not only about cutting costs and the deterioration of people's living standards. At the end of March, a rally was held in front of the Ministry of Labor where the role of the state in achieving social justice was defended.
We are defending the role of the state as a key actor regarding social justice in a country like ours, which is not going to be driven by any private capital. The proof is that during the entire pandemic, those who increased their profits, far from sharing this wealth with the people, far from improving conditions, far from being supportive, far from that, they move all the capital abroad, and those who pay for the situation were the workers who have always been the mainstay of the nation.
Union demands will continue and will probably intensify. Next week, there will be a 24-hour general strike organized by the Confederation of Workers of Uruguay, and in a few weeks, a new round of negotiations will start at the Wage Council, where the workers will fight to avoid a further fall in their purchasing power.
Mateo Grille, Telesur, Montevideo, Uruguay.